I will be your teacher, and go ahead. But I'm going to make it hard. My answers are not going to be friendly.
Thank you for making time to talk to me.
Oh, my pleasure, Marie.
You've really motivated me through this year, and you make class really engaging, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much.
So I was wondering if I could give you feedback about my experience in your class.
Sure, I would love to hear it.
I personally feel like I will enjoy class more if you let us explore curiosity and learn freely and organically, like be able to solve our own problems on our own than having restrictions about what we can do.
Could you give me an example of time I've done that?
Okay, I don't have a specific example, but you really give us like straight up like to the T instructions we can veer off from, which makes it hard for us to like explore and learn by ourselves in our own way.
So what you're saying are the instructions are rigid and you would like to be like outside the box a little bit and do some creative thinking.
Exactly.
And I think that makes sense because in school you're taught to practice critical thinking, so that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
You can do that by giving us open-ended questions, letting us talk to each other, to classmates about solutions. That would really help us develop like problem-solving skills and be independent learners and be more open-minded.
Well, I think those suggestions are very doable, and I appreciate it. It helps me to improve when people actually give me specific suggestions, so thank you. I would ask you if you wouldn't mind in a couple of weeks checking back with me just to give me an update on if I've improved and if I've really been acting on your suggestions. That would be great.
Sure, I love that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
Okay.
listening.
Okay, Alex, you're up. Teacher?
Teacher.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you for taking this time to talk with me.
You're welcome.
You're a great teacher. Thank you for offering to help students before and after school. That's really nice, but I have some suggestions.
So can I stop you for a second? Who here thinks Alex looks nervous? Raise your hand if you think he looks nervous. Who here thinks that's a good thing? It's good. You know why? Because when you're sharing information like this with people, you should be a little nervous because you don't know how they're going to respond. And I think it makes it look authentic. When Naomi got up there and go, hey, like that whole thing in the beginning, I like that because it's like, guys, this isn't easy to do. If you're feeling nervous and you're kind of stammering and pausing and hesitating, that's normal. It makes you authentic. If this just rolls off your tongue and it's super easy for you to do, I'd be like, huh? Like, this is nervous stuff. So it's good that you're nervous.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's normal. So go ahead.
Alright, I want to offer suggestions on how you could improve teaching the class.
Oh, great. Love to hear them.
So one thing that I find pretty hard is you rush through all the content instead of taking your time and explaining it. So I might not get all the notes down, and I find it slightly difficult when I'm doing problems that I just learned how to do 5 minutes ago.
So what could I do differently, Alex? I didn't realize I was doing that. So do you have any suggestions on what I could do differently?
Take your time going over the notes. When you're going over the notes, ask if anyone has any questions on the notes.
I think that's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a really simple solution you're proposing, where if I just actually communicate to the class, does everybody have what they need, or does anybody have any questions, that would actually probably solve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also know that it's a lot of notes because it would be 3 pages of notes and we need to get all of them by the end of class. So I just want you to try to be more open and ask if we have questions.
Great, I can do that.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, nice. That was pretty good, pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I thought that was really smooth. Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Sapira.
I can't go to practice today
Oh, how come?
because I have work and nobody can cover my shift.
Oh. Well, but you knew we had practice.
I tried to like talk to like one of my coworkers like this morning, but nobody can take it.
So that could happen again, right?
No,
It won't happen again?
no.
How do you know?
I'll talk to my manager and refigure my schedule.
Okay. So, good job. So here's what I want to talk about with excuses and accountability. The first thing I want to tell you is, you know why one of the biggest reasons we make excuses is because when you tell someone something, the first thing they ask you is, well, why did that happen? So it's almost like you're conditioned to give an excuse because the person wants to know why it happened. So, but I don't want you to make excuses, I want you to take accountability. When you guys come up here and do these role plays, this is what I'm after. I don't want you to say, I want Sophia to say, instead of I couldn't get my shift covered, I want her to say because I didn't plan my schedule properly. Okay? That's it. I didn't plan my schedule properly. And then I'm going to say, how do I know this won't happen again? And that's where Sophia hit a home run and answered it beautifully. She explained what she's doing to make sure it doesn't happen again. I don't want an excuse. I don't want you to blame couldn't get a shift covered. You just didn't plan your schedule. You knew you had practice. You just didn't plan your schedule properly. Take accountability and then say what you're going to do differently next time. And that's all I want to hear. Okay? Nice job.
So you would be my boss in this case.
Okay, great. So what is the situation so I know how to lead you?
I came in 20 minutes
So you're late. Beautiful. So Ruben, why were you late?
I didn't time myself correctly to the time I left my house to go to work, and I didn't realize there was traffic. So
Oh, the traffic excuse. Boy, I got to tell you, Ruben, I've only heard that about 1,000 times. So I was hoping you would actually not make an excuse. So could you start again?
sorry, I didn't time my ride properly between my house to work.
Okay. So, I mean, you knew, though, you knew that how long it takes you. So, I mean, Ruben, I mean, this is your responsibility. This is your job. So, can you guarantee me from now on? Can you guarantee me from now on that this won't happen again?
Yes, I can leave 20 minutes earlier than I did today.
Okay, so how are you going to make sure that you leave 20 minutes earlier?
I'll put an alarm on every day.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice job. So that is, it's one thing to say you're going to guarantee and commit to something. It's another thing to do something to set yourself up for success. So what Ruben just said is, I will set myself up success. I'm going to put an alarm in place to help me achieve that goal. Excellent.
I actually do that. I
Good.
have an alarm on.
Good. That was brilliant. Nice job. So what's the situation?
I was in Boston, and I said I was going to be at home at 7, but I was 2 hours late because I missed the
Oh,
train.
this is a good one. Beautiful. You missed the train.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great one. Okay, so...
We're on the phone, too. So
what's that?
I was talking on the phone with my dad when we had this conversation.
And saying you're going to be home late?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pick up the phone and look, hello?
Hey, Dad. I think I'm going to be late because the bus leaves...
You think or you know?
I know I'm going to be late because the train leaves in like 10 minutes, and I'm like 30 minutes away from the train station. So I think I had to wait for the next train in 2 hours.
Oh, what happened, Devin? Because I know you were supposed to get on that train, so what happened?
Well, at the place I was at, it ended like in actually 2 hours, and it was a concert. So we just stay until it's over, and then when the time that we realized it was like close to the train was about to leave soon. So we tried to make it, but we didn't. It's like it's close to leaving, so we're thinking of staying in Boston.
Oh, so this was a music concert you were attending for fun?
No, it was a Japan festival.
Oh, Japan, but you were attending for fun?
Yeah.
So I see what happened, Devin. You basically made a decision on your own. You said, I could either respect my father's wishes and be home on time, or I can finish staying at the concert, and you decided it was more important to stay at the concert than to respect your father's wishes.
My dad wanted me to have fun though, so he was like, "Oh, go ahead have fun." He gave me money to like do it. So I was like, "Okay."
Was he upset with you that you came home late?
No, he was just wondering what time I was gonna get home because it was gonna be late.
Okay, so this scenario that Devin's painting to me is a very realistic scenario. You're out doing something fun. You have to make a decision in that moment. Do I come home late and get in trouble? Or do I stay? But there is not just two choices. There's a middle ground choice. All he has to do in that moment is Devin and say, text us or call and say, hey, you know, the concert's going longer than I thought, or the festival's going longer than I thought. Would it be okay if I come home late? So watch this. You be your dad.
Okay.
This is tonight,
Yeah.
after dinner. Okay, watch this. I'm going to be Devin. Tell me if you would feel comfortable having this conversation.
Okay.
So, hey, Dad, you know how I came home late from the Japan festival the other night?
Yeah.
I just want to talk to you about that because I was feeling really stressed, and I wanted to tell you why. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, once I realized the concert was going to, or the festival was going to run late, I really didn't want to miss it because I know you wanted me to have fun and you wanted me to be there. But I also didn't want to get in trouble for coming home late. So I was going to text you and ask if it was okay, but I was going to be so disappointed and upset if you said no, it wasn't okay. So I didn't know what to do. So what would you have me do in that situation from now on? You guys with me on that? Let your parents tell you what they want you to do. So go ahead.
You should tell me next time and like plan ahead if stuff like this happens again and give me something there. It wasn't just take longer. So that's what I did. That's what I did. So I could make him happy. I got him something.
Okay, well that's fine, that's good. But I guess what I'm saying is, what I would say back to your dad in that situation is, if he said, think ahead, well Dad, honestly, concerts, you don't always know how long festivals and concerts, because you don't. You don't always know how long festivals and concerts are going to last. So the only thing is I just want to have your blessing that if I do the right thing and I'm responsible and I communicate that to you, that you're going to give me the benefit of the doubt most of the time because I am pretty responsible. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, have it, advocate for yourself so it's not just, because you can't always know.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, you might want to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, you're done. So, I'm going to be you, and you're going to be your mom. And you can act however your mom would act, it's fine. Okay, so, Mom, you know, you've been so amazing throughout the course of my life, just being so supportive and loving in everything I do. I guess I just wanted to know if I could give you some feedback about something.
Okay.
So, I notice sometimes when you get frustrated with me, you yell at me, and I was
It's just my tone of voice.
Okay, no problem, understand. I was just wondering, is there a different way when you get frustrated with me that you could communicate your frustration? Because when your tone of voice changes, it really makes me very anxious and stressed out and sad. And I'm not perfect, I'm gonna do some things wrong, but I just wish there was a different way you could maybe communicate that to me.
No.
No? Would she say no?
Yeah.
She would? So, let me ask you guys a very important philosophical question for a minute. If you pour your heart out to another human being, like I was just simulating, and that person doesn't receive it and says no, how does that make you feel? I'm not being funny. Like, how does that make you feel? How would you feel, Kiki, in that moment, if you had said what I said, and you said, you know, it makes me stressed and sad and disappointed? No? How would you have felt?
Like, you got stabbed in the back.
Yeah. Wouldn't you guys feel like hurt, disappointed? And what I worry about with people your age is if you follow this routine, if you follow this script, I cannot guarantee it's always going to work. I can't guarantee that friends and teachers and parents are going to respond the way you want. But what I don't want to have happen is when Kiki has the courage and heart to communicate something to her mom and her mom doesn't hear it and slaps her down, not literally slaps her down, but emotionally slaps her down, I want you not to walk away from that going, well, I don't know why I did what Mark did. See, it doesn't matter. She's not going to listen. I want you to walk away and go, it's not about me, it's about her. And in that specific moment, if you always do this the right way, more often than not, most of the time, you will be heard. But I don't want you to get discouraged if you're not. Does that make sense to everybody? Because you're not always going to be heard.
I just feel like sometimes it may be a bit hard for you to receive feedback from me, but I feel like it would be really important for our relationship, and you know, as I get older and you're going off to college, that you can maybe hear what I have to say, and you don't always have to like respond right back to me, just maybe like take it in sometimes.